This is the view from the top of the tower at Brasstown Bald. We made it up to the top of Blood Mountain. We are now over at Helton Creek Falls. So we went to a few waterfalls today. Actually, we went to 4 waterfalls. Located in Hiawassee, Georgia, the Brasstown Bald Visitor Center is accessible either on foot on a paved trail or by shuttle service. Parking is $8 per person, not per car, which to us seemed a little expensive, but to others it might be very reasonable. We did, however, manage to get in free because one person in our party was a veteran and had his card, and so they let everybody in our party go in for free. If you choose to hike up to the visitor center, it's a little less than 3/4 of a mile to the top, but it is at least a 12% grade or more going up, so it's a moderate hike up to the top. You'll get a pretty good cardio workout for sure going up, but it's not too strenuous. And it is a paved trail, so it's very easy to walk on. The views on a clear day are scenic, but if it's very clear, they can be stunning. And you can see parts of 4 states: Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina. And if you're very lucky, you can make out the Atlanta skyline. Now, we couldn't make it out on the day that we went up, but we did see Charlie's Bunion, which is in an earlier video that I posted on YouTube where we did a sunrise hike.
He stopped to take a picture.
Wait, I could use a drink of water.
Next up was Blood Mountain. And in between stopping and taking pictures and video along the way, we did manage to hike all the way up to the shelter. We used the Byron Reese Trail, which connects with the AT, and then hiked it on up to the shelter on Blood Mountain. And it's a short hike. It's only about 4 miles round trip, but the 2 miles getting up there are uphill all the way. But right before you get to the shelter, you have some really stunning overlooks, and it is well worth the hike. Next place that we visited was Helton Creek Falls, just outside of Blairsville, and we happened to catch it after a few days of some rain, so the water level was very high, and it is a beautiful waterfall. The next waterfall that we managed to see was Tralata Falls, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we only managed to see it from the street. The entrance to the bottom of that waterfall is in Vogel State Park, and we looked for it briefly, but there was construction going on and we couldn't find it. And next up on our list was DeSoto Falls. So we went to a few waterfalls today. Actually, we went to 4 waterfalls today outside of Blairsville, and this the one we just got finished with is DeSoto Falls. There's 2 waterfalls here. There's a lower and an upper, and they're worth seeing. The hike is not far to either one of them. The trail to the lower falls is just a 1/4 mile, and then the trail to the upper falls is about 3/4 mile. And honestly, it feels like the elevation gain to the lower falls is actually greater than the elevation gain to the upper falls. The upper falls trail, even though it's 3 times as long, seemed like an easier trail to get there, but they're worth seeing.